After what has felt like a month of storms, we have finally had some beautiful dry sunny days this week, and it feels like spring has finally arrived here on our homestead in central Portugal. So we've got loads of work to catch up on the land, and it feels so good to be working outside in the sunshine again.
So we ended up losing a load of footage, which is very annoying. So anyway, we've built 2 of these veggie raised beds. We do have another 2 to build, but we figured for the sake of your viewing pleasure, it makes more sense to get 2 of them full in this video, so you can see them all nicely planted up. Otherwise, it'll just be another few hours of me putting these together, which is a wee bit boring. So, as ever, the same as these 3 other raised beds, they are filled using the hugelkultur method. So here we have some dead and decaying wood that will fill up the bottom layer. Then we will go and find some of, it's in the compost bin, we'll go and get some of our compost, put that at the bottom, and then we have some potting soil, which will then do the top, and then we'll get them planted up, hopefully before it gets too hot. How crazy that we've gone from a cold, wet, minging winter to almost too hot in the space of 1 week. So, in case you guys have never seen this method before, the idea is that, it's kind of a multifaceted idea really, is that you're not spending tons of money on compost, potting soil, manure, etc. And instead what you're doing is effectively filling the beds with 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years worth of nutrients that will break down in the soil. So it's almost a method of composting in itself. So yeah, what we'll do now is fill a couple of wheelbarrows of our own food waste compost, and then I've got 4 bags of potting soil. There will be a certain amount of sinkage that will happen throughout the year, but that's fine. That would happen in any garden anyway. You need to supplement with more soil and more fertiliser. Fighter jet up there somewhere today. It's been knocking around all morning. So this is where all of our food waste gets to. I guess I'm going to have to turn it over a little bit and see what's inside. So it's not amazing. A lot of the coffee filters and stuff like that haven't really broken down too well, but it doesn't look terrible. And because it's going quite deep in the raised bed, I think we will be okay. I just have to get in there, which isn't going to be easy. Good. Well, I mean, unless we put in loads of sawdust, which I don't think. Yeah? I don't think it's sawdust. I think it's just broken down everything. It smells nutritious, that's for sure. Like, look, the majority of it is.
Wow, why is it so sawdusty?
Yeah.
Maybe I did put some sawdust in because it was getting a bit smelly.
But still, like, if you're looking between the sawdust.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, they are kind of in the way. It's surprisingly dry in here. The side. Yeah. I was almost going to. I mean, it's not that dark. It's not that hard. No. So. Yeah. You see it? Kind of. It's decent. More pruning, do some more wood chip paths.
Yep. I'm just taking a moment to enjoy this wonderful sunshine. This deck has been such a pleasure to spend the sunny days sat on. I'm so glad Iwan built it. It's currently full of furniture because he has emptied out the cabin ready for, well, the electrician's coming tomorrow. He's nearly finished the walls, he's just got some sanding to do. The other wonderful thing with these sunny days is we've got so much power. Our batteries are finally sitting at 100%. It's been a while in those storms that we've got them that powerful, so we've been getting all the built up laundry done. One thing I also wanted to say is thank you so much for your comments on a video I made a couple of weeks ago about whether living off-grid is stressful. It was so nice to read how you guys are all rooting for us. I mean, we knew that anyway, you guys are always so lovely to us. But yeah, it felt really encouraging, so thank you for that. I thought maybe as kind of a follow-up to that video, I could start sharing ways in which we have found solutions and ways in which the things we have learned living off-grid have actually made life easier, and how that could maybe make your life less stressful whether you're off-grid or not. And as this video is very kindly sponsored by Bluetti. I thought I would start with electricity, as Bluetti create portable power stations, backup batteries and solar panels, and they have made our lives here so much more comfortable. I was thinking about how back in December 2024 there was a big power cut in South Wales that left people without electricity for about 5 days, and people were having to throw away a lot of the food in their fridge. They'd already bought things for Christmas, and it just made me think of the importance of having backup. Our friends who live in South Wales are building an off-grid system, and at that time they were the only ones that did have power. We even have our own backup for our electrical system, because if we have, like we've just had, months of storms, then we can end up running out of electricity if we're not getting enough solar in, so we have a petrol generator. Even when you live on the grid, those systems can still fail. Today I wanted to tell you about their AC180, which is just a kind of good all-rounder power bank that I think could be a good investment if you're looking for a backup. I thought I would kind of do a little experiment to show you what you could do if you had a power cut and you need to keep your fridge running. So one thing I have learned being here and sometimes losing power is that you can have your fridge turned off for up to 4 hours without compromising on food safety. But I thought I would plug in our AC180 to the fridge and see how long it could run the fridge for. So it was on 43% when I first plugged it in, and I set a 1 hour timer. After 1 hour it was down to 37%, so it's only used 6% to run it for an hour. That would give you about 16 hours of keeping the fridge cool, and it should then have come back down to a low enough temperature that you can then unplug it again for another 4 hours, which should give you enough time to recharge up the AC180 to then be able to plug it in again. So it's a really good power bank just for this simple situation of keeping a fridge going. All the Bluetti power banks have multiple ways to be charged as well, which is really handy. You can obviously, as we do, plug it into a solar panel, but in the situation I'm describing, I'm guessing if it's a storm, you're probably not going to have much sunshine, but you can also power it up from your car in the cigarette lighter. So say you were driving to a friend's house who does have power, you could then plug it into their AC outlet, which would charge it up in an hour. Or you could also plug it into a petrol generator. We find ours charges it in about 4 hours. Then that's the perfect amount of time to then be able to plug the fridge back in. Weighing just 16 kilos, the AC180 has an 1800 watt AC output and 9 different outlets, so it can power just about anything, even high demanding appliances like hairdryers, kettles and toasters. If you are looking for a backup plan for potential future power cuts, you'll find a link in the description below if you would like to check out Bluetti. A big thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video and for keeping us powered.
this is what the compost looks like. So this is 4-year-old compost?
No, it's about 2.
2-year-old. So you can see there's still bits of kitchen roll in there. But otherwise, it's looking really good. And because it's going low down in the raised bed, it'll still compost some more down there.
So this wasn't actually my shopping, this was Iwan.
I shouldn't be allowed to go to Ugly.
Yes, you should.
I bought a new sausage dog.
Well, we did need a new one of those.
Come on, sausage. Come on, Frankie, come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Some peppers. Let's hope we don't get a frost. Are we wise planting these out? Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
There's always an April surprise frost.
But if they're like nice and established, then
I'm sure they'll grow back if not. So tomatoes, basil, peppers, all can't handle frost, but
yeah, they'll be fine. It doesn't frost down there very often.
in the raised beds they'll be more protected.
Yeah.
And some strawberries. Can never have too many strawberries. I've been very slow on my seed starting this year, mostly because it's just been raining. It's not been very inspiring for getting in the greenhouse, so...
Right, you take those, I'll take those.
Okay.
Gone forever.
Most precious tool.
Very horsey.
Yeah, it is. We like this brand of compost from Agriloja because it doesn't have any peat in it.
People in Isla need it.
That's better uses, making good whiskey.
I don't know whether you can put strawberries in with tomatoes, can you?
I don't know, but apparently they're good with basil.
Strawberries and basil?
Yeah.
And tomatoes are good with basil.
Yeah. I wonder if strawberries with onion.
With what?
With onions.
So we have like a range of different tomato and chili species, type, varieties, and they all vary in colour. Cool. So whether we should try and like rainbow it.
Oh, like it fades.
Yeah. So like we've got jalapenos, which will always obviously stay green. Yeah, not ideal together.
Tomatoes and
yeah.
Oh, strawberries.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Strawberries don't go well with peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, and okra.
Okay.
Because they are prone to a disease called verticillum. You go. I bought Naga chili.
I just spotted that. Is that one as well? No, Carolina Reaper.
Yeah. And then we've got the foot-long chilies that Mary gave us.
Oh, the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start them in the greenhouse.
Yeah. They'll be a long way behind these, but...
They should be fun. It's still only March. Get them in ASAP.
So the basil can go in here as well, can't it? Where's the dodo?
Dodo's there. The sausage. There's your horry. I'm hungry.
Nice.
I'm going to go get a snack.
It's one of those tips for tomatoes. Get rid of like the bottom leaves and plant them really deep. Because basically from like here down, the roots will just grow. And you'll have a much stronger plant. This can be spicy corner. So Carolina Reaper and a Naga chili. So these are pimiento picante chili. That's all it says. 1 out of 5 spice. Chris is not too into spicy food, but I love it. So we've got orange cherries and these tomato moreno inge. Smell amazing. Right, it's a bit sunny to water these now. We don't have any plants for the other one, so I don't think I'm going to hurry to fill that. Maybe we'll do it with potatoes. Has anybody ever done that? Like hugelkultur filling with potatoes? Slowly. If you have, give us a shout in the comments, that'd be handy. Otherwise, I guess we need to collect some mulch for this. And then I'll give it a water once the sun's gone down a bit. So, Fabi and the plumber's just left, and we have no light. Turned off. Oh no, because that's in the bathroom. That's the bathroom lights. There you go. So, yeah, we're pretty much all done. I just need to do a bit more sanding off, and then I'm going to get painting it. But you and the camera can't be in here when I sand it because it would be too dusty. So, at least as far as the cabin is concerned, we will see you next week. And go back outside.
So I've just picked our first asparagus. You have to wait 3 years to let the plant really establish, and it finally has, so I'm very excited. I wanted to say loads of you love Diogo because he is a very lovable little bean, and he is a podengo, which is a Portuguese breed. And our friends Carlos and Charlotte, who have the YouTube channel the Saudade project, have found an abandoned dog. They already have 4 podengos, so you can imagine how crazy their house is already, so they can't take on a 5th one. But yeah, they're looking for a home for him. He is absolutely adorable. I've seen from the videos they've shared with us, he's a real cuddle monster. If you love Diogo and you're looking for a similar dog and you're in Portugal, then get in touch with them. I know they're also footing a few extra bills to rescue a dog when their hands are already very, very full. So I'm going to leave their Buy Me a Coffee in our description as well if you wanted to help them out. They probably deserve a few beers as well for everything that they're doing. Are very kind-hearted people. But yeah, I just thought I would leave that there, and I'll leave all the information in our description if you want to go see this cute podengo. Podengos are the best dogs, aren't they, Diogo? Frankie doesn't agree. Podengos and sausage dogs, equally the best dogs. Right, should we go eat our single asparagus, Dodo? You're not a fan? You are a silly dog. Frankie, come out of there, please. You look like a swamp monster. Come on. Come on. Okay.
I'm hushing the dog on the tank. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another affray. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm buried beneath the sand. There's no way to speak or reach out my hand. Watching the paper slowly unfold. Bracing for news that I can't bear to hold. While I'm singing this song to myself. I sing this softly to myself. Tore up my jeans on the fence. This iron road I cannot bend, but my walking is lighter when I walk with a friend. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly.